Imagine walking along an African river just after sunrise. The water is silent. No birds. No movement. Then you see it. A 13-foot Nile crocodile lying in the mud. Dead. But that's not the terrifying part. The terrifying part is that the crocodile isn't one body anymore. It's been cut cleanly into two pieces. Not ripped apart. Not eaten. Not dragged away. Almost as if a giant invisible blade sliced straight through its spine. Now ask yourself one question. What kind of animal could bite through armor, bone, and one of the deadliest predators on Earth, and then simply walk away without eating a single bite? At first, everyone blamed another crocodile. Then they blamed lions. Some even believed poachers had done it. But every clue pointed somewhere else. Toward an animal no one expected. An animal that appears in children's cartoons. An animal people laugh at. An animal that eats nothing but grass. Yet this peaceful-looking giant kills hundreds of people every year. Crushes boats like toys. And sometimes tears crocodiles completely in half. This is the true story of the river's most misunderstood killer. And once you know what really happened, you'll never look at a hippopotamus the same way again. The impossible crime scene. Morning arrives quietly over an African river. The water barely moves. A light mist hangs above the surface. At first glance, everything looks completely normal. Then something catches your eye. Half hidden in the shallow water lies one of Africa's most feared predators. A massive Nile crocodile. Dead. But as you step closer, your stomach drops. The crocodile isn't just dead. Its body has been split into two nearly perfect pieces. No long trail of blood. No signs of a desperate struggle. No missing flesh. Whoever, or whatever, did this wasn't trying to eat. It was sending a message. For a moment, nothing makes sense. This is an animal covered in thick armor. A predator capable of crushing zebra bones with one bite. An apex hunter that has ruled African rivers for millions of years. So who could possibly overpower something like this? The mystery isn't fictional. More than half a century ago, British zoologist Hugh Cott made an astonishing discovery while studying crocodiles in East Africa. Lying in the shallows was a large Nile crocodile. Its body had been severed just in front of the hind legs with a wound so clean that witnesses struggled to explain it. It looked almost impossible. Scientists, hunters, and local guides all had theories. Another crocodile? A lion attack? A poacher? Every possibility sounded reasonable, until the evidence started eliminating them one by one. Because every predator leaves behind a signature. Every killer has its own method. And this crime scene didn't match any of them. The deeper researchers looked, the stranger the mystery became. Somewhere in this river lived a creature powerful enough to destroy one of nature's greatest predators. And the most shocking part? It didn't even do it for food. It killed simply because the crocodile was in the wrong place. At the wrong time. To understand how that's possible, we first have to investigate every suspect. And by the time we're finished, you may discover that the most dangerous animal in Africa isn't the one you think it is. Suspect number one. Every investigation starts with the most obvious suspect. Another crocodile. After all, Nile crocodiles are not peaceful animals. They fight over territory. They attack rivals. And larger males have even been known to kill smaller crocodiles. So, could this simply be the result of a brutal crocodile battle? At first, the idea seems convincing. But the evidence tells a completely different story. When crocodiles fight, they don't slice. They grab. Their powerful jaws lock onto their opponent like a steel trap. Then comes their most famous weapon, the death roll. With incredible force, they spin their entire bodies, twisting flesh, tearing limbs apart, and ripping chunks of meat from the victim. It's violent. It's chaotic. And it leaves behind deep, ragged wounds. But that's not what investigators found. This crocodile wasn't shredded. It wasn't torn apart. Its body had been broken with shocking precision. The spine had failed almost in the middle, creating an injury unlike a typical crocodile attack. Then there's another problem. Look closely at a crocodile's teeth. They're long, sharp, but shaped like cones. Perfect for gripping slippery prey. Perfect for holding on. But terrible for cutting straight through bone. A crocodile's bite is built to crush and hold, not to slice. No matter how powerful another crocodile might be, it simply doesn't have the anatomy to create an injury like this. The first suspect is eliminated. So if it wasn't another crocodile, what about Africa's largest land animal? Could an elephant have done it? An angry bull elephant certainly has enough strength to destroy almost anything in its path. But once again, the crime scene refuses to cooperate, because every elephant attack leaves behind unmistakable evidence. Broken trees, deep footprints, crushed vegetation. Yet around this crocodile, there was almost nothing. No signs of a stampede, no tusk wounds, no shattered riverbank, just silent water. And two lifeless halves of one of Africa's deadliest predators. Another suspect crossed off the list. The mystery was becoming even stranger. If neither a crocodile nor an elephant could have done this, then what kind of creature was still hiding in these waters?